notch to grow out. About 2 years?
Welcome you all very much. Thank you for coming. First of all, I'd like to introduce our president, Chuck Kruger. Would you come up, Chuck? I'd like to present you with this plaque for being the 2014 Festival President.
Thank you very much.
Okay. And this is the poster, and it is signed by all the girls. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you all. I actually wrote something. I'll try to keep it under 3 hours, if that's okay. And I want to say a special shout out to Eric Hebert, the first person to razz me tonight. What you said to me hasn't been said to me since my 2nd grade Sunday school class. So thank you for that, Eric. Greetings, everyone, and welcome all. It's great to see this wonderful crowd at this wonderful event. And thank you all for being part of the 67th annual Maine Lobster Festival, but who's counting? 5 days of fun and feasting on the fabulous coast of Maine. Several years ago, I recall talking to some folks, some local people, and some of them were sort of complaining about the crowds and the traffic and the impossible parking that comes with the Lobster Festival. But one of them countered with a phrase that I have not forgotten, and this was many years ago. She perfectly summed up what I feel about the Lobster Festival. And she said, I appreciate the festival because it makes me feel good about where I live. Go ahead, clap. I think it's pretty good. But it's a spirit that sustains me sometimes in the more stressful parts of this festival. And this festival is, for me, is year 29. But there's at least one person here, probably many more, who will always have me be. And I would like to shout out my friend Alice Knight, a very lovely lady. Alice was a sea princess in 1952, am I right?
Well, I was in the contest.
She was in the Carnation, which makes you a sea princess. It's something that I never achieved in all my years. And we appreciate you very, very much, Alice. I think Alice, absolutely. I think she stands for everything that is community service, and I really, really appreciate that. Some will remember that back in 1990, it came very close to dying. The volunteers had dried up, community support was almost nil, but a few visionary local business people rallied and saved it. Ed Kamalski told me that he sold more cars in years when the festival did well. It wasn't about that week. It wasn't about that month. It was about the year that the festival does well, the local business community does well. And I think that's an important lesson that we don't want to forget. And I also, he's not here tonight, he's, poor guy's in Florida. He must have done something wrong if they sent him to Florida in July. But anyway, maybe we give a shout out to Ed. But one of the great visual spectacles of every festival is the coronation. It kicks off the festival. It reminds us of all the importance of celebrating and helping our young people. Ladies, you are all winners. You are our future. And I guess I'll just say, I hope you always feel good about where you live.
Before I forget, Missy and Hannah, Missy Philbrook is our 2013 Sea Goddess, and Hannah Floyd is our 2013 Miss Crown Princess. And they asked to say something before I continue.
Hi, everyone. Hey. Anyways, so Sharon is, the person that directs everything that we do. She puts everything together for us. She hosts all the practices. She does this, she does everything for us. And so last year we started a bracelet for her, and every year we decided that we would buy her a charm for it. And so here it is, 2014.
I love presents. Thank you very much, and thank all of you very, very much. If you've been watching our videos, Doug Mill is our videographer, and David, his son, is our photographer. And so this is all we've been doing leading up to the coronation. That's our visitors visiting to the Knox Center, to the Maine Lighthouse Museum, to the Farnsworth Museum, to the Coast Guard Base. And even though my committee and I go to this every year, we always learn something new. So I just want to say thank you very much to Doug and David. If you have noticed these baskets, like I said, I have a great committee. They come up with all these wonderful ideas. And this year's idea was, we want swag bags. And my reply was, what is a swag bag? And I learned that it's full of presents. I love presents, so we looked at, well, we outdid ourselves, okay? And Bethany Cloud, where are you? As we all have, okay? So I would like to just say a very special thank you, because the community rallied so much more than I ever thought was possible. Bixby and Company, that's good chocolate, girls. And I learned something about chocolate. It must be at 68 degrees or in an air-conditioned room. Do not put it in the refrigerator because it does not like moisture. Put it in the freezer, but let it thaw out right, or at its own pace, to have the peak of the freshness. See, we learned something new every day. Okay. Camden National Bank, Candy Harbor, Dr. Robert Day, Fiore, Glen Cove Dental Associates, Grasshopper Shops of Rockland, Greenwood Envy, Hoboken Gardens, Houston Tuttles, J. Edward Knight Insurance, Loose Transportation, Macy's, Michael Good Galleries, Planet Toys, Plants Unlimited, Pocket Nest, Seagull Cottage, C Street Graphics, Snowdrop Confections, Staples, the Reading Corner Bookstore, Timeless Treasures, and reading this, I know I got popcorn from the new popcorn store, and they're not on the list, and they should be, because they gave us Maine maple popcorn for the girls. So I really like to thank you for that. I'd like to call Connie Russell up to thank him very much because he is very good to us. And I'd like to say thank you for all he's done for the board. Connie, this is the plaque in appreciation. And this is also a signed poster signed by all the girls.
Thank you.
Okay, moving right along. We have 15 sea princesses this year, and our first one up is Callie Mackenzie Robinson of Rockland. She's a 2014 graduate of Oceanside High School East. She's the daughter of Amy Stendell of Rockland and Chip Robinson of Thomaston. Her high school activities included soccer, lacrosse, trekkers, Big Brothers Big Sisters, and the National Honor Society. Her hobbies are playing sports, working, reading, and running. She is employed by Domino's Pizza. Her future plans are to attend the University of New England to become a registered nurse. Callie's sponsors are Domino's Pizza of Rockland, the FV Snowball of Spruce Head, and Gary D. Schwartzberg, AUD of Rockland, Callie Mackenzie Robinson.
Good evening. We're going to be doing something a little bit different this year, so I'll give you a heads up right now for everyone so we'll know what we're doing. We actually have all of the questions in this little blue box, or bucket, whatever you want to call it. We're going to draw a question out. I'll ask the question, then we'll pass the bucket down the line, and each person will pull out a question at random for each person to answer as we go through. Our lovely judge will keep track of the time. And when your time is up, she will let us know. Stand up and jump around. Whatever you want to do.
The judges have 3 minutes with each girl. If they are in the middle of a question, and the buzzer goes off, then the girl does not have to answer the question. But if the buzzer goes off and it's her turn to answer, she needs to answer. I forgot that.
Okay, do we have any other rules that want to come up? Okay, all right, we're good to go. Ready? Okay, I'm reaching in for the first question. Question number 1, what is a lobster pound?
A lobster pound is where lobsters go to grow and wait for a better timing for market.
Who is Louise Nevelson?
Louise Nevelson is a painter featured at the Farnsworth Art Museum, and she mostly does wood sculptures.
Hi, Colin.
Hi.
Next question is, to date, 14 cities have been designated by Congress as Coast Guard cities. Name 3.
Clearwater, Florida, Rockland, Maine, and Newburyport, Massachusetts.
Very good, thank you.
Hi.
Who was Abby Burgess?
Abby Burgess was one of the first female lighthouse keepers. She's best known for her heroic act of tending Matinicus Rock Light in the raging winter storm of 1856 while her father was off the island getting supplies for her ill mother.
Kelly,
Hi.
how are lobster fishing districts broken up?
They're broken up in 7 districts along the Maine coastline, and most of our local lobstermen fish in Zone D.
Thank you.
Ready for the next one? What year did the festival expand from 1 to 2 days?
1948.
I need the buttons. When and where was Maine's first lobster pound established?
Vinyl Haven in 1875.
Good.
Who was Leroy the Lobster?
Leroy the Lobster is a fictional character in Eddie Herman's book that was published in 1967.
Very good.
Atlantic puffins are small seabirds that spend most of their time at sea in the North Atlantic Ocean. 3 of the 4 islands where puffins nest in Maine are located along the mid-coast. Please name one of the locations.
Eastern Egg Rock.
I want to tell you a little story. I deliver posters. I walk the streets for the festival. And this year, I had over 4 people stop me when I was giving them posters and said that they had come to the banquet. They were absolutely amazed at how much they had learned at the banquet about their own community. I just thought I'd share that. My girls are geniuses. Isabella Segobo Gather of Owl's Head is a 2014 graduate of Oceanside High School East. I'm just going to say Oceanside. She is the daughter of William and Andrea Gather. Her school activities include field hockey, Big Brothers Big Sisters, student government, Key Club, and lacrosse. Her hobbies are spending time with friends and family, skiing, going to the beach, traveling, volunteering, and playing sports. Isabella is employed at the Clan McLaren in Rockland. Her future plans are to attend Worcester Polytechnic Institute and study neuroscience while playing field hockey. That's a combination. Isabella's sponsor is Michael Good Designs of Rockport and Rockland. Isabella Gabber.
First question. How do you tell a male lobster from a female lobster?
A male lobster, the first pair at the swimmerettes are hard, whereas a female lobster, the first pair is soft and feathery.
How does a lobsterman find his trap once he set it out in the deep sea?
Well, lobstermen used to have to rely on natural landmarks like rocks and trees, but now they have GPSs and plotters and other electronics that help them find their buoys.
How do they find it? Is there any other way they can easily tell?
Well, like identifying their buoys
By how?
by color.
Hey, thank you.
Next question. How many pounds of lobster can the lobster cooker cook? Say that 3 times fast. How many pounds of lobster cook at one time at the festival?
So at one time, the lobster cooker can cook 1,600 pounds, and it's 8 subunits that can each cook 200 pounds.
Hi, Isabel.
Hi.
How much of their weight do adult males carry in their claws?
Adult males carry about 50% of their body weight in their claws.
I'll tell a little story. We had a lobster claw a big lobster that, not too big, probably maybe 2.5 pounds, and he dropped his claw. The claw weighed 1.5 pounds. That's a lot.
Hi, Isabella.
Hi.
What are the runners?
The runners are wood on the bottom of the lobster trap, and it's to help the lobsterman get the trap out of the water easily.
Rockland has a rich maritime history and heritage. What are 3 industries that the city is known for?
3 industries that Rockland is known for is shipbuilding, commercial fishing, and grain quarrying.
Anybody ever get any one of these wrong? What Maine Coast Guard boat sunk the first German U-boat in World War II?
Thank you, I'm sorry, I do not know the
But the answer is the USCGC Dwayne. In case you're wondering.
Thank you.
Carrie Ann Milner of Lincolnville is a 2014 graduate of Camden Hills Regional High School. She's the daughter of Alvin and Cheryl Milner. The school activities included wellness team student representatives, senior editor of the yearbook, and international club. Her hobbies are hiking, biking, running, playing basketball for fun, spending time with friends and family, crafting, and baking. She is employed by River Ducks Ice Cream in Camden. Her future plans are to attend the University of Maine Honors College for pre-med studies and become a doctor and possibly join the ROTC. Carrie's sponsor is Islesboro Marine Enterprises, I guess also known as OBO. Carrie Ann Milner.
Hello.
The breakwater extend. Yeah, I looked ahead.
This is Jeopardy.
Yeah, I looked ahead while you were walking out, that's why. The Rockland Harbor is protected by a granite breakwater constructed between 1888 and 1900. How long is the breakwater?
It is 7/8 of a mile.
Or,
Or,
it was two different,
okay, also give 8/10.
yeah, right. So, who knows? Maybe we should measure it so.
What's this thing about the different rooms and traps?
Different rooms and traps. I'm not sure I know how to answer that question. Thank you.
How many men typically work on today's lobster boats?
Probably 2 or 3.
Okay, thank you. What do you call the helper?
Sternman? Or woman?
Next question. How many traps are attached to a single buoy?
So there can be 2 and I believe up to 12 traps attached to the buoy.
Hi, Gary. Why are buoys painted?
So that the lobstermen can differentiate which traps are theirs.
Thank you. What colors do traps come in?
Well, they're made out of wire and wood, but I believe that's all I know about the color.
What was the first? What was the first boat stationed at Station Rockland?
Going to guess the Abbey Burgess, but I'm not sure.
Almost. It's a Kickapoo, built in 1919. I didn't know that.
Time. Oh, time.
Veronica Hazel O'Donnell of South Thomaston is a 2014 graduate of Mid-Coast Christian Academy. She's the daughter of Russell and Tracy O'Donnell. Her school activities included Girl Scouts and volunteering at school events. Her hobbies include sewing, reading, babysitting, taking care of animals, and writing stories. Her future plans are to attend the University of Maine at Rockland and pursue a business degree. Veronica sponsors the Atwood Lobster of Spruce Head and the Rockland Cafe. Please welcome Veronica Hazel O'Donnell.
Hi.
Hello, Veronica. You having time?
Yep, I am. How are you?
First question. What is the red stuff you sometimes find in a lobster tail?
The what?
The red stuff.
I'm not quite sure. Yeah.
Okay.
What is Julia's Gallery?
Julia's Gallery is a place for 4th and 7th graders to showcase their artwork, and it's part of the Farnsworth Museum.
How do you hypnotize a lobster?
You hold it on its back and then you rub its belly, I believe.
does a buoy cost?
I'm not sure how much a buoy costs.
Thank you for trying.
Oh, this is a good one. Historically, what medicinal uses were lobsters thought to have?
Lobsters were once thought to have medicinal uses for urinary tract infections, leprosy, I can't say that word today, and other eye issues.
Right? Thank you.
Hi, Veronica.
Hi.
After what does a lobsterman traditionally name his boat?
A lobsterman traditionally names his boat after an important woman in his life, such as a wife or a mother or sister.
What would you name your boat after?
If I had a lobster boat, I would name it Ava Lee after my niece Ava, who was born prematurely and who today is a strong 5-year-old girl about to start kindergarten. Hi.
In 1948, Camden Group decided not to pursue the festival. In the second year, what group took over the project?
The Rockland Junior City of Commerce took over that project.
Thank you. Excellent.
What was the name of the second year the festival was run in 1948?
The second year the Lobster Festival was run, it was called the Maine Lobster Seafood Festival.
Got to see. Okay. Olivia May Hopper. Olivia May Hopper. Tennant's Harbor is from Tennant's Harbor. Is a 2014 graduate of Oceanside. She's the daughter of Brian and Leah Hopper. The school activities included lacrosse, student government, National Honor Society, Key Club, and every 15 minutes. Her hobbies include figure skating, drawing, and painting. She is employed by Mid-Coast Recreation Center. Her base... This doesn't make any sense. She is employed by Mid-Coast Recreation Center, Basic Skills Program. Her future plan is to attend Maine Maritime Academy and major in international business and logistics, as well as play lacrosse for MMA. Olivia sponsors the FV Olivia May in Granite Gardens of Tennant's Harbor and Bob the Builder, LLC of Rockland. Please welcome Olivia May Harper.
Hello, Olivia. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Are you having fun?
Yes, I am.
Your first question tonight is, how long is a lobster boat?
A lobster boat is approximately 38 feet.
Perhaps the most recognizable images of the Maine coast is the beauty of the sailing sloop. What specific sailing sloop played a large role in the history of Maine lobster fishing in the late 1800s?
I don't know the answer to that question.
It's a kind of sloop, not the real name. I mean, it's not like the name like Nancy S. Did you think of it?
No, sorry. Okay.
How you doing? Female lobsters produce about 10,000 eggs on average. How many of these eggs that hatch grow to become lobsters big enough to harvest?
About 10 lobsters.
How did the Lobster Festival originate?
Well, it originated in Camden, and there was so many shutters around that time that they wanted a good way to sell them and make money.
Okay, thank you.
What is general location zone D as in Dandy?
General location zone D is where most of the lobster fishermen in our area fish.
Thank you.
Maine lobster has not always been considered a delicacy. 2 centuries ago, what did Native Americans use lobsters for?
Native Americans used to use lobster as fertilizer.
Did you know that, I think, there's any historians in here, don't they still have on the books you can only serve prisoners so many lobsters so many times a week?
Yeah.
Don't go to prison.
This is a very tough question. How long will buoys last? And if you get this anywhere near right, I'm going to be amazed. Did you hear the question?
Yes, it did. Buoys can last up to 20 years depending on the condition of the seas and boats that run them over, seals.
That's good enough.
Abby Megan Hurston of Rockland is a 2014 graduate of Oceanside. She's the daughter of Michael and Hope Hurston. Her school activities included softball, cross-country, indoor track, outdoor track, volunteering, student government, president of the National Honor Society, and STEM/LA. I don't know what those letters mean. Okay. Endorsement committee member. Her hobbies are running, yoga, baking, skiing, hiking, and painting. She is employed by the Somerset Resort. Her future plan is to attend Stonehill College and plans to major in healthcare administration. Abby's sponsors are the FD Superstition IV of Spruce Head and Glen Hope Dental Associates. Abby Megan Hurston.
Hi, Abby.
Hi.
Are you having fun?
Yes, I am.
Why was the breakwater in Rockland built?
I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to that question. I will get back to you.
Next question. Name the 2 different kinds of lenses for lighthouses.
I know there's the rotating lens and the fixed lens.
Correct? Thank you.
How many lobster traps can lobster fishermen fish legally in the state of Maine?
The limit for lobster traps is 800 traps.
Thank you.
Okay.
When did commercial lobstering begin, and how long was that season in the beginning?
Commercial lobstering began in the 1840s, and the season was about 4 months.
What are hog rings?
Hog rings are on the traps to make sure that if a lobster trap is cut or if the rope is somehow broken, that they can biodegrade and the lobsters can be set free.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll dig down low. There are many beaches and parks in the region. Please name 3 of them.
3 parks in the region are the Community Park on Lime Rock Street, Sandy Beach, and Camden Hill State Park.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If I were to take a trip on the Maine State Ferry, what island could my trip? What island would I go to?
You can go to Matinicus Island, but that's only a few trips a year. You can also go to North Haven, Final Haven, Allisboro.
Hi, Abby.
Hello.
What are lobster wars?
Lobster wars are when lobstermen disagree about the territories they're fishing in. The families play a huge role in where lobstermen fish, and if lobstermen feel they're being intruded upon, they can start cutting traps, and it doesn't usually end well.
Do you have experience with that?
No.
Why do lobsters turn red when they are cooked?
Lobsters turn red when they are cooked because they have red pigments, they just don't show up. So when they are cooked, the pigments arise. Thank you very much.
Liberty Logan McKnight of Thomaston is 2014 graduate of Hebron Academy. She's the daughter of Amy Liberty and Jason McKnight, Amy Liberty Hunt and Jason McKnight. At her school, she is a proctor and a Green Key coordinator. Her hobbies include volunteering at the Maine Lighthouse Museum, ceramics, and skiing. Her future plans are to attend Roanoke in the fall and major in communications. That's what Ryan ought to be doing. She hopes to write for a magazine or other form of public media. Liberty's sponsor is Liberty Hospitality of Maine. Please welcome Liberty Logan McKnight.
Hi, Liberty. I get the second. And this is a pretty good question. What are some of the most bizarre baits that have been used in a lobster trap?
The most bizarre baits, well, usually it's herring, but they can really use anything they catch, like crabs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not sure the most bizarre ones.
Well, I haven't seen this one either. I'm holding that one on.
Name 3 boats of the station Rockland Coast Guard base.
There's the Thunder Bay, the Tackle, and Happy Burgess.
Thank you.
David. Rockland is home to the largest fleet of windjammers than any other port of the United States. Name 3 of the windjammers.
There's the Heritage, the American Eagle, and the Victory Chance.
Thank you.
What months are most productive for lobstermen?
Usually August and September.
Thank you.
Do lobsters have blood?
They do. It's usually clear and they do bleed when they're wounded.
Yes, and when it hits the air, it becomes an opaque reddish gel when cooked. Stasis to safety, you're right. Thank you.
Hi.
What are Maine's 2 senators?
Maine's 2 senators are Angus King and Susan Collins. Sorry.
Hi, Liberty.
Hi.
Can you name 3 islands in Lobster Bay?
Yes, there is Final Haven, North Haven, and Dismays.
What is the sea goddess's main role at the Lobster Festival?
The Sea Goddess's main role is to be an ambassador for the festival, as well as the surrounding community and the whole state. She is to be present on the grounds and be friendly and be able to present herself well, as all of our past Sea Goddesses have been able to do.
Listen.
Can anyone go lobstering commercially?
Yes and no. You can start with a student license, but if you're over 18, you have to go through an apprentice program, and 400 tax have to be forfeited before you get your license.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lindsay Michelle Taylor of Rockland is a 2014 graduate of Camden Hills Regional High School. She's the daughter of Kevin and Lynn Taylor. Her school activities include drama, women's choir, Latin club, and National Honor Society. Her hobbies are drawing, reading, writing, singing, and theater. Lindsay is employed at the Landons Marina. Her future plans are to attend St. Anselm's College, majoring in classical archaeology. Lindsay's sponsors are the Landing Marina of Rockland and Car Wash and Rockland Car Wash and Express Lube. Please welcome Lindsay Michelle Taylor.
In the United States House of Representatives, who are the two congressmen that represent our two districts?
Shelley Pingree and Mike Michaud.
Okay, thank you.
Hey.
It's already been asked. What is a bait bag?
A bait bag is where the lobsterman holds his bait, which could be tuna heads or herring, and it's inside the trap, and that's what brings the lobsters into the trap.
What is Maine's largest industry?
Tourism.
What are a few of the inns and B&Bs, bed and breakfasts that are available to stay in our area?
Can you repeat the question?
Sure I can. What are a few of the inns and bed and breakfasts that are available to stay in our area?
Sure. The Granite Inn, the Captain Swift Inn, and the Captain Lindsay House Inn. Hi.
This is a good question. Do lobsters really scream when they're boiled?
No, they do not. They don't have a nervous system that we have, and they don't have a part of their brain that feels pain. So they really don't feel pain. That's just air escaping from the pot.
Many people do believe they scream.
Many people do, like PETA.
Yeah, and won't
I'm trying to think ahead. What is Christine's World?
Christina's World is a painting by artist Andrew Wyeth, and it shows Christina, who is disabled. She's in a field and looking onto the Olsen House, which is located in Cushing, Maine.
Wow. Very good. Thank you.
How big is a lobster's brain?
It's about the size of, I think I heard a grasshopper.
Not very big.
They're not very big.
Who is the creator of the Love sculpture? And why are they important to the Mid-Coast? And why is it important to the Mid-Coast?
Bob, Indiana created a love sculpture, and as for why it's important to us, it is located in our area. It's located in Rockland at the Farm Square.
Thank you very much.
Samantha Greer, Deacon, I said it right, and I'm drawing blank. Finish. Calamari. Calamari, right? Samantha Greer, Denise Calamari of Owl's Head is a 2014 graduate of Oceanside. She's the daughter of George and Karen Denise Calamari. Her school activities include Key Club, Student Government, National Honor Society, Math Team, Theater, and Track. Her hobbies include painting, acting in school plays, dancing, and volunteering in the community. She is employed by Planet Toys. Her future plan is to attend Wake Forest University as a pre-med major with the hopes of becoming an emergency room doctor. Samantha's sponsor is O'Hara Corporation. Please welcome Samantha Greer, Denise Calamari.
Sorry, Sharon, it's a very hard last name. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good. Yeah.
How many crates are stretched across the harbor for the Great International William Atwood Freight Race?
There are 50 crates, and you can run back and forth until you get tired. Personally, my record is 7. I'm hoping to best that this year. But Connor Bonneville did 6,000. They had asked him to stop, actually, which is quite impressive.
Thank you.
Very good. How are you?
How many body segments does a lobster have?
A lobster has 21 body segments, a whole lot.
What is the brindle? It's supposed to be bridle though. It's an instrument. What is the bridle on a lobster trap?
The bridle is a strong rope attached to either end of the lobster trap, so when you pull it up, it rises evenly.
Thank you. You know what the rope is called that's attached to it?
I believe a pod warp.
You're close. P-O what?
Close though.
Okay.
How do you know what color buoys you have?
Well, it's all kind of personal preference. It's definitely in your best interest to have one fairly unique color like fuchsia or aquamarine definitely would stand out. But really, it's just your personal preference. Something unique is the best way to go so you can identify your track.
Thank you.
Hi, Samantha.
Hello.
Can lobsters regenerate limbs?
Of course they can.
Yes, they can. I'll tell you, I was thinking because last year we had a lobster that had three pincher claws that worked.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it was really neat. You can get it on our website. Isn't that interesting?
That is very interesting.
Hi, Samantha.
Hello.
How much meat does a 1 pound lobster produce?
About 2/3 of a cup, and a 1.5 pound lobster, you can get about 1 1/3, so it's double, which is pretty interesting.
Thank you.
How many pounds do Maine lobstermen collectively land in 1 year?
It's around 50 million pounds, just tons of lobster.
A lot of meat.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, time. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much. Actually.
Shay Lexus Dunn Union is a 2014 graduate of Camden Hills Regional High School. She's the daughter of Stephen and Jacqueline Dunn. Her school activities include Art Club, GSA, New York, Spring Course, FIT NYC. Her hobbies include sewing, crafts, baking, cooking, and all things creative. She is employed at Cappy's Chowder House. Her future plan is to get a bachelor's degree in dental hygiene. Shay's sponsors are Cappy's Chowder House and Harbor View of Camden, Coppola Salon and Day Spa, Dr. William Coppola of Rockland, and Belton New England of Rockport. Please welcome Shay Lexus Dunn.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello, Shay. You ready for us?
Sure.
All right, I'm signing it off. What is considered a good day's catch for a lobsterman?
A good day's catch would be 1 pound of lobster. No. Yeah, we'll go with that.
1 pound lobster per trap?
Per track, yes.
Thank you.
Maine has 68 lighthouses, and 14 of these are in Knox County. Can you name 3 of them?
3 of the 14 lighthouses would be Banquet Point Light, the Breakwater Light, and Marshall Point Light.
Thank you.
What is the most common bait used in lobster traps?
Herring would be the most common bait used in lobster traps.
Why do lobsters molt?
Lobsters molt because they're growing constantly. Actually, a fun fact about lobsters is they are biologically immortal, which means they can't die unless killed. So they'll continue growing. So as their insides grow, their shells must molt to grow along with them.
I'm learning a lot tonight.
We've learned a lot for this.
Shay, what does it mean to fish strings?
I'm sorry, I do not know the answer to that question, but I will get back to you.
I should.
Hi.
What is the easternmost point in the U.S.?
Easternmost point in the U.S. is. I'm sorry, I don't know the answer actually. I'm sorry.
Shane, what is a highliner?
A highliner is a type of lobster boat. And if that's not the answer, I'm sorry, I will look it up and get back to you.
What is a lobster pot?
Lobster pot. I don't think that was on our questions, but I will get back to you on that one.
What are grundens?
I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to that one either. Oh gosh.
What is the job of each boat stationed at the Station Rockland Coast Guard base? So we saw 3 boats. We didn't go on and all that they told us.
Yep, the Abbey Burgess is one for buoying, and there's also the tugboat, which is the Thunder Bay, sorry. And then we also have our ice cutter.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Shale, pale, let's talk about beer. Shale Page Peters of Thomaston is a 2013 graduate of Oceanside High School. She's the daughter of Tyson and Diane Peters. Her school activities include field hockey, cheerleading, Skills USA, and Polished Magazine. Her hobbies include photography, Photoshop, camping, kayaking, and beachcombing the Bergsea glass. Her future plans are to continue to study graphic design at LaSalle College. Shale sponsors are Rockland Ford and Diane and Thomas Ship of Cohasset, Massachusetts. Please welcome Shale Page Peters.
My name rhymes with a lot of things I've learned over the years.
First question. Can anyone help a lobsterman?
Not necessarily. Either the sternman has to have their own license or the captain has to have a license to cover them.
lighthouses are there in the United States? About how many?
About how many in the United States? 200 roughly?
Maybe.
How rare is a blue lobster?
About 1 in 2 million.
Correct. Thank you.
This one kind of follows it up. Are lobsters red?
Our lobsters red. When they're cooked,
Last year, we caught a half green and a half red one. It was on the Today Show. Very interesting.
Sharon, when was the Farmers Worth Museum founded and by who?
I know it was the wife, and it was 1948, roughly.
When is National Coast Guard Day?
I do not know the answer to that. I will get back to you.
Oops, I got two. How long does it take for the V-notch to grow up?
About 3 years.
Well, what is a bean-notch lobster? How do you do it?
A V-notch lobster is a lobster that is a female that has good breeding stock, and usually they're caught with eggs, and the lobsterman cuts out a V out of one of their fins, so other lobstermen know not to take it because that helps their industry.
Regarding the lobster industry, what conservation efforts does Maine have in place?
Conservation efforts that Maine has in place for lobster industry is limited traps, limited entry for lobstermen, the escape panels on the traps, and I know there's one more. I cannot remember. Thank you, guys.
Sienna Nicole Basto of Thomaston is a 2014 graduate of Oceanside High School. She's the daughter of Andy and Amy Basto. Her school activities included soccer, key club, lacrosse, and trekkers. Her hobbies are volunteering, camping, swimming, working out, reading, rapping, and hiking. Sienna is employed by the Monhegan Boat Line. Her future plans are to attend the Endicott Johnson. That was a shoe store back in the 50s. Endicott College and get a BS in digital journalism. Sienna's sponsor is Monhegan Boat Line in St. George.
What's a lobster called that has lost both claws?
A lobster that has lost both claws is called a pistol.
Thank you.
A female with fertilized eggs attached to her outer body. Is it illegal for lobstermen to take buried lobsters?
Yes.
Oh, geez, hold on. I gave you the answer. This is I want to give that to Jeffrey. Okay. Name 3 of the main events at the festival.
3 of the main events are the coronation, the parade, and the crate race.
I see it.
Okay.
What is a 1-pound lobster called?
A 1-pound lobster is called a chick or chicken.
This question is not really very fair. It says there are boat races held all over the state of Maine, and where are they held? And there's like 25 answers. If you can give me 2, I'll be happy.
Rockland Harbor and Booth Bay Harbor.
Thank you.
What boats were used in the early days of commercial lobstering to carry the lobsters long distances?
The boats used at that time were called smacks.
I'm going to give you a question this time. What local lighthouse was featured in the movie Forrest Gump?
Marshport Lighthouse with Tom Hanks.
Thank you.
What is our local fishing zone?
Our local fishing zone is Zone D.
And can you tell me about where it goes?
It's the Penobscot Ferry area, and it's from Stonington to Northport.
It goes a little further, but yeah, I know you know about where it is though. Thank you.
Do lobsters have teeth?
No, lobsters don't have teeth. They chew with their stomach.
What are tank lights? No, that's in the lighthouse, I think. What are tank lights?
I'm sorry, I do not know the answer. I'll get back to you.
Thank you.
Tabitha L. Johnston of Thomaston is 2014 graduate of Oceanside High School. She's the daughter of Erica Peterwright and Todd Johnston. Her school activities included student government, class president, and key club. Her hobbies are ballet, watching comedy, romance movies, and socializing. Her future plans are to attend the University of Maine at Augusta to study architecture and become an architect. Tabitha's sponsors are Nathan and Charlotte Pease of Union, F.V. Gail Donna, and Heidi Smith, both of Thomaston. Please welcome Kathy L. Johnson.
Oh, it's me. Okay. Who started the first Lighthouse Museum and where was it?
I don't know who started it, but I'm pretty sure it's in Rockland.
Yes. Ken Black.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
What is a deuce?
A deuce is a 2-pound lobster.
This is a pretty tough question. How do lobsters breathe?
I don't know.
I didn't know until I read it. Thank you.
What is the oldest lighthouse in Maine?
I'm not sure of that. I'm sorry.
Where did the lobster crate races originate?
Spruce Head.
Thank you.
Where are lobsters found? Besides the ocean.
On the bottom of the ocean? I'm sorry.
Oh, that's not what it means.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. Well, it means like where, like what parts of the world.
This part of the world? I'm not sure.
Thank you.
I had teeth last time, so do lobsters have eyes?
Yes, lobsters have eyes. But they can't see very well.
Thank you.
How big is the largest lobster ever caught?
I'm not sure of that either.
What is the name of the passenger excursion train that runs between Rockland and Brunswick?
Rochester Railroad.
Yes.
What is a select lobster?
I don't know what a select lobster is either. Okay, the big one.
Can you name two of the three first names of the folks in the Thousand Museum, the Wyeths, the first names?
Andrew Wyeth and Jamie Wyeth.
Thank you.
In downtown Rockland, a historical 1923 cinema was restored in 2005. Can you name this cinema?
The Strand. Thank you, Doug.
Kimberly Nicole Young of Rockland is a 2014 graduate of Oceanside High School East. She's the daughter of Jeremy Young and Stacy Brown. Her school activities include soccer, lacrosse, and the yearbook. Her hobbies are soccer, lacrosse, volunteering, reading, running, rescue, and photography. Kimberly is employed at Denny's in Rockport and the Dip Net of Port Clyde. Her future plans are to attend the University of Augusta at Vanguard in the fall in their veterinary technology program. Kimberly's sponsors are Midcoast Marine Supply in Waldoboro, Night Marine Service, and Jess's Market, all of Rockland. Please welcome Kimberly Nicole Young.
Hello, Kimberly.
Hi.
We're getting down here. First question. How big is a lobster trap?
A lobster trap can vary on size. Usually it's close to 3 or 4 feet.
Right, thank you.
Lobstermen have been asked to do two things to modify their traps in order not to entangle right wheels. Can you tell me what they are?
Lobstermen have to use buoys and keep track of their markers more to keep out of the whales, and they also use the string system.
I can't. Can you repeat, tell me? What's
Sorry.
the first bit? Yeah, speak a little closer to the mic.
Using their buoys, keeping better track of their buoys and marking their territories.
Okay, thank you.
I hope this one doesn't ask for ears. What is an escape vent?
An escape vent is a piece of plastic that is installed in the traps to allow lobsters that are too small to get out so they don't get caught in the trap.
Thank you.
How many pounds of lobster does the Maine Lobster Festival serve on average each year?
The Maine Lobster Festival serves 20 to 25,000 pounds of lobster every year.
Thank you.
How many volunteers does it take to set up and run the Maine Lobster Festival?
Usually it takes 1,000 to 1,500 volunteers.
Right, thank you.
I don't know. What is the green stuff in a lobster?
The green stuff in lobster is called tamale.
Do you know what it is? It's their...
It's their liver.
On the Maine State Quarter, quarter that we spend, what is the name of the three-masted schooner?
The name of the schooner is the Victory Chimes.
Thank you.
How much meat do you get from a 1.5 pound lobster?
About a cup
Still have questions? One of the oldest family-run businesses in the area is currently a lumber hardware business located on Route 1 in Rockland. What is its name?
Banquet Lobster.
Why is the size limit so important in the lobster industry?
I'm sorry, the size of what?
Why is the size limit important?
Of the lobster?
Yeah, the size limit,
Size limit?
yeah.
Because if the lobster doesn't reach a certain size, it's too small, it's not ready to be brought in, or if it's too big, they get thrown back because lobsters can only mate or breed lobsters of the same size. So it helps keep
Why
it
else
going.
is that important?
Taylor Louise Akers of Rockland is a 2014 graduate of Oceanside. She's the daughter of Jennifer Akers. Her school activities include drama, prom committee, project graduation, JV basketball, MEASC committee, and assistant coaching the Oceanside Girls Little League softball team. Her hobbies are long road trips, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, fishing, weightlifting, piano, and volunteering. Her future plans are to attend the University of Southern Maine to study social work. Taylor's sponsor is Kip's Seafood Company of Cushing. Please welcome Taylor Akers.
First question.
Okay.
Who was the first sea goddess?
The first sea goddess, her name was Ruth I can't think of the last name, it's definitely Ruth, in 1948. I think it was I can't think of the last name, that's lost us. Thank you.
About how many lobster traps are fished in Maine waters?
Oh boy, well, I want to say 3 million, maybe? Is that, no, that's, I think it's 3 million. We'll go with that. Thank you.
What do lobsters eat?
Lobsters eat crabs, urchins, mussels, starfish. They eat meat regularly. They can eat toxins, so they're safe for us to eat lobsters when there's red tide. So we can't eat other fish, but we can eat lobsters.
Right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. What keeps a lobster trap on the ocean floor?
Bricks. Bricks keep the lobster trap to sink on the ocean floor.
Hey, Taylor.
Hi.
I've never even heard of this before. Wow.
boy.
So this is- Where can I find lobster ice cream?
Lobster ice cream is in Bar Harbor at Ben and I think it's Eddie, but I'm not sure. They have a chocolatier ice cream at
That's
Harbor.
close enough.
Yeah. I knew the gist of it.
Awesome.
Doesn't sound very appealing.
I taste it. I try it.
Is it good?
I don't know. I just said I would.
Tell me what you think. What is the year of this festival?
67th Maine Hospice.
I don't know if we asked this before, but in 1947, the first lobster festival was planned. What was its name?
The Camden Rockport Lobster Festival.
By the way, it was featuring all you can eat for $1.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
How many feet are in a fathom?
6 feet are in fathom. That's a tough one.
What kinds of projects and services has the Maine Lobster Festival donated to the community? Give me two.
Okay, the Maine Lobster Festival is really generous with a lot of their donations. I think their bigger donation was $200,000 to the Maine Lighthouse Museum. They also donated $50,000 to the Thomason Fire Association for a brand new truck. They have many, many more, but you asked for two.
time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our girls. Now you can see why we're so proud of them. I want to thank you all very much for coming out to support our girls, your girls, and look forward to seeing you on the grounds. And thank you very much for everything.